Hello everyone, I am Erica of beadingschool.com and you are watching No One Has to Bead Alone, my weekly open workshop to make sure that every beader all around the world has company. Today we are going to bead a design that I made specifically for the Beading School Birthday Week. And I really hope that you can hear me and you can see me and that you like what I have prepared. I see Erica and Rachel and Miriam and Eve and Lita and Corinne and Janet and Belinda and a bunch of Facebook user friends and Debbie and Linda, Kathleen, Nancy, Yosin. And then finally someone says that she can hear me and see me. I'm super happy. And Corinne says that she loves the bracelet. I'm so happy to hear that. Faye is here, good morning. And Kristen and Carol and Kalpana. Angelica is here and Andrea too. I see a bunch of Facebook user friends too. And if you haven't heard your name, then it means that I see you as Facebook user. You can watch today's video live from the Beading School Facebook Club, from the Facebook page, and also from YouTube. And if you are watching from the club, since it is a closed, safe space on the internet, and not even my broadcasting program can see that what is happening inside, then if you would like to make it more personal, how we talk to each other, or that it's easier for me to answer your question, then you can give permission to my program. And then it can see your name, and then I can say, hi, Donna, and hi, Samia, and Jeannie is here, and Marcy, and Robin, and Cindy, and Claire. So today, this week, because the Beading School birthday celebrations don't last one single day, they last a whole week. So this week we are celebrating that it is 2 years since Beading School was born. Our community started to form already before that, since before it was called the Storytelling Jeweler. But 2 years ago, on the 27th of April, I announced this big change to you, as on one hand, I wanted to introduce you our new comfier beady home at beadingschool.com, but also wanted to make it the whole name more inclusive of us all, because this is not about one single person. This is about every beader and everyone who brings inspiration and kind words to each other. And Beading School is exactly that. And I also introduced you the 3 colors representing our community, which are turquoise for creativity, fuchsia for compassion, and yellow for positive mood and positive approach. And yesterday and today we are celebrating the Beading School Color Days, and we talk a lot about what they mean, how do they represent the community. And yesterday I showed you a jewel that I made in the Beading School colors. It's called the Together pendant, and I made it deliberately colorful to represent our community, because every one of us is different but connected through our creativity, and then we bring to the beading table something else, and then we teach and keep inspiring each other. And the project that I have prepared for today, it's called the Celebration Bracelet, because it is important every once in a while to stop and celebrate milestones. So that is what we are going to do today. And as you can see, I beaded this bracelet in beading school colors, and you can do the same, or you can choose your own, of course. But before we would start beading, then on one hand, I would like to help you with the tutorial to make it easier for you to follow today's workshop. So already at noonehastobeadalone.com, the PDF tutorial that you can download, save to your computer, or print and put it on your shelf in your beading room or beading area, it is waiting for you at noonehastobeadalone.com. So as always, you have here the material list, and then you have here two options how you can download the tutorial. One option is to support the broadcast and buy the tutorial for €5. You can do that by clicking support the broadcast, and then it puts it automatically to your shopping cart, and once you check out, then you can download the tutorial. Or you can click the yellow button, type in your email address, click send, and then it will arrive directly to your mailbox. In the meanwhile, also, oh my god, so many other beaders joined us. Also, Sue is here, and Irina, and Gisela, and Jennifer, and Bex. Bex is working, but sneakingly joining. Cindy is also celebrating this week. She's celebrating 42 years of wedding anniversary. That is beautiful, Cindy. Congratulations, and wishing you too lots and lots of happy days and years and adventures to the future. And then Antoinette is here, and Nancy is here, and Bea is here, and Deborah, and Ariane. And Ariane says, I picked up all beading school colors for today's project. And that is beautiful. I'm curious to see yours, Ariane. Shelly is here, Cindy, Linda, Donna, Zuzi. Zuzi is asking, am I late to the party? We are just about to start. And then Eve is asking, do you think you will be doing an earring kit in beading school colors for the beading school earring tutorial? Good question. I don't think that there will be a separate kit, but please drop us an email and then I can look into it. Thank you. And Debbie's here, and Claudia, and Rachel says the pendant was too pretty. And Debbie is here. And Susie says, Iris is also celebrating today 50th anniversary. Wow, what a milestone. Beautiful. So, ladies, I hope that you are doing all right with the download and you are getting the PDF tutorials. And before we would start beading today's project, I would like to go back a little bit to the Together Jewel that I have beaded for this week, that I have shown you with the colorful ovals. So on one hand, I want to tell you, because we got some questions, that will the tutorial be available? And yes, indeed. And actually, everyone who decides to place an order this week that requires shipping, I mean, during Beading School Birthday Week, so between last coffee time with Erica and next coffee time with Erica, she can look forward to something in her mailbox next Wednesday, and it will indeed include the tutorial. The tutorial is for this basic version that I have created, but as you can see, I have kept playing, and you can do the same. And maybe you have seen on the Facebook page that I had this dilemma, trilemma, and even more like what to do with my cabochons, because the ideas just kept flowing. And when I thought that, oh my God, I'm so close to finishing this project, then I got another idea and another and another, and it keeps going. So I hope you will enjoy just as much playing with the cabochons as I do. However, you might also notice that I was until now covering something on these UFOs. And it is finally time to reveal that. And you know, I love our community not only because of all the inspiration, but also because it is such a proof that together we achieve a lot more than everyone on their own. It is true for the Beading School community, as I strongly believe that everything in our lives. And when it comes to beading, then we beaders often long to work with colors that are available only in a few shapes or sizes. A component which I am pretty sure about that is at the top of your beady wish lists and were not available until now are Preciosa chatons with AB coatings. And sometimes it is possible to make these kinds of projects happen. However, manufacturers often say, like, yay, of course, we can adjust the machines, but we can do it effectively only if you are willing to take a certain amount. And since the Beading School community is growing, and I keep seeing you sharing the news about Beading School and new beaders join us, then more and more often we are able to make this kind of projects happen. So, lovelies, I would like to introduce you the Preciosa AB Sparkle Bag, celebrating the Beading School birthday. And as you can see, I have added here a square stitch bezel, of course, fuchsia AB Preciosa chaton. The chaton is Preciosa, and then the coating is done by one of our trusted Czech beadmaker partners. So it's a partnership and a custom coating made only for you Beading School beaders. So here you can see the fuchsia AB, and then I have actually managed to finish this pendant, and here I added the light topaz AB chaton, standing for positivity, the yellow. The fuchsia is for compassion. But I also have a turquoise AB here in the bracelet already, representing creativity. So actually, if the technical things worked well, I am going to check it. Then the Preciosa sparkle bag should already be available in the beading school bead shop. We have a limited amount, and until Tuesday, yes, indeed, it's there. So until Tuesday, you can get it with a very significant discount too. And I would like to wish you lots of happy moments with it. I also have them here in front of me so you can see them better. So inside the bag you can find actually 36 pieces of chatons, because there are always the simple versions and the AB versions included too, 6 of each of them. So in the sparkle bag you will find 6 pieces of the basic turquoise and 6 pieces of the turquoise AB. Then you will find also 6 pieces of fuchsia and 6 pieces of fuchsia AB. So you can see mine from here is already used. And then also the light topaz AB and the light topaz basic version, 6 and 6 pieces. So I would like to thank you, everyone, because this would not be possible without the energy and the power and of the community. Thank you so much. And I think the website is going to crash. Please be patient, dear friends, and thank you for your enthusiasm. And I will now look into the questions in the comments, because I bet you have questions. And let's see. Erica is asking, will you do a tutorial on the beading school pendant? Do you mean this one, Erica? I have here like very lots of very happy comments in the meanwhile. Elena. Dubi is asking something in German, and unfortunately I don't speak German, so I would be very grateful if someone would be able to translate it for me. She is asking, das Tutorial ist ausverkauft. So if I think from Dutch, then she says that the tutorial is sold out, but that should not be possible. Susie, could you please check it if the tutorial is all right? I tested it, but yeah. Miriam says, stop it, I am getting too excited to bead. I actually have the same feeling. I'm a little bit like trembling. And hi, Christiana, too. Linda is asking if they are pure or foiled. The turquoise is pure, but since it is an opaque color, then it's not see-through, and the others are foiled. So they have this Dura foil, which is one of the newer foils of Preciosa, and it is a lot more durable than in the past. So this is how it looks, the light topaz from the back. This is the fuchsia from the back. And this is turquoise from the back, which does not have a foil, so technically it's pure. However, the color is not see-through, so it doesn't matter. Someone says, my heart is beating so fast. I love AB coatings. I think, ladies, we need to do a meditation before we would start beading, because I'm also like, how will I bead? And Miriam and Ariana indeed says that the question from Dubi was if the tutorial is sold out. Tutorials should not be sold out because they are virtual products, so as many bidders can get them as they want. But sometimes it happens that we have a technical problem. So if that is the case, then I need to know which tutorial we are talking about, and then we can look into it. Kata says that today's is okay. Thank you so much for testing. Debbie is asking, where do I find the tutorial for the cab round pendant? It is not ready yet. I will need a bit more time for it. Nancy says, wow, love the turquoise AB. It is beautiful. I expected myself to like the turquoise AB the most, by the way, but in fact, I love the light topaz AB the most. We used to have a Preciosa cabochon called Crystal Sunrise, but they are not really making it anymore. And this is somewhat similar with slight pinkish tones, and it's beautiful. Corinna says the ring tutorial appears to be sold out. Thank you so much, Corinna. Corinna solved the riddle. So the ring tutorial is available only with the signature box for now. And once someone decides to order the signature box, then the ring tutorial becomes available to download, actually for free, since it is a gift included with the tutorial. But without the box, it is not available for now. And Elena would like to get a link for the cabochons. Can I ask someone to pop in a link, please? Or Elena, can you please navigate to the new in the bead shop part? And then you will find it. It is the very first one in the list. Oh, and Teresa is here, and she was listening to some Hungarian music today. That is beautiful. And thank you, Jackie, you're awesome. And lovelies, can we start beading? I'm a bit still like, but let's start beading. So I hope you have your beads and you will be able to focus. I know it's very hard now. So now I'm going to remove my face camera. I will switch my microphone. Please let me know again if you can see me and hear me. And I will also put on the illustrations. So I hope that you can hear me and see me. And then let's start. What you will need for today's bracelet, or actually, Miriam says my concentration for beading is gone, mine too, completely, but let's do our best and let's be kind to ourselves. So let's see, what do we need for this? I wanted to create an unusual bezel for you for today, which hopefully brings you new ideas. So in this case, I have created a bezel with some 4mm fire polished beads at the bottom, but then I added some Miyuki Slender Bugle beads at the top. And instead of building up the bezel around and around and around, I coat the cabochon by the bugles and then some more beads, so actually the sides are visible and not the middle. So I really hope that you like it, because I think that it is also technically something interesting that can sparkle your creativity for the future. So for one motif, you will need 6 pieces of 4mm fire polished beads, 6 pieces of 6mm Miyuki Slender Bugle beads, 2 here, and 2 on the top of the cabochon. You need, of course, an 8mm Preciosa chaton. Then you also need 2 pieces of the 2.8mm Preciosa Suwon rhinestones in little metal settings, 3 pieces of 3mm Preciosa bicones, and then a bunch of seed beads. Miyuki Delicas in size 11, Miyuki round seed beads size 11, size 15, and I have here 2 different colors, silver and matte silver. And then I also have very few, but still, I have here Miyuki round 11 seed beads on the side of the bezels. You will need to work with good thread tension to make sure that everything nicely stays in place, and I really recommend to stick to Miyuki beads because that's where I tested. There can be a slight difference between different coatings, but my bezels are like super strong and secure, so I hope that yours will be too. So let's start beading, and let's start with 6 pieces of the 4mm fire polished beads. So I pick them up one by one, and I want to create a circle. So I let them fall to the end of my fire line. I use my usual fire line, 0.12mm or the 4LP, and I bead through all the 6 beads one more time to make a circle for the base of the bezel. And I bead also through the very first 4mm fire polished bead. I like to start my motifs this way, that I start building the next step in a position that my tail thread and my working thread are hanging from the same bead, because I find that I can regulate my thread tension really well when I can pull on the tail thread hanging out from the same bead. Elena has the same concentration issue, I think, that many of us. And Martika joined us and she says, I like the bracelet. I'm really happy, Martika. So after having this base, let's see what's happening in step 2. In step 2, we are adding some seed beads all around. So be careful, where do you add delicas and where do you add the round size 11 seed beads. So I start by picking up a delica and then I bead through the next fire polished bead. Then I do the same. I pick up a delica and I bead through the next fire polished bead. Now comes a round 11 seed bead. So I pick up one and I bead through the next fire polished. And then I repeat the same. So I add 2 times the delica, 1 and 2. And one time I add the round 11, and after beading through the next sixth fire polished bead, I also bead through the very first Miyuki Delica that I have added in this step. So this is how it looks like. This will be, we will add the bugles in between the delicas on both sides, and the round seed beads will be without any additional decorations. So, and Sharon is here. Good to see you, Sharon. So, how are you doing, ladies? Oh my god, I love Belinda's comment, by the way. Revenues feeders at feeding time. So how are you doing, ladies, with the bracelet? Is anyone beading with me, or everyone is like drooling over the ABs? In step 3, I am starting to build the top of the bezel. Ariana says she's doing good. I'm glad, dear Ariana. So in step 3, I pick up 3 round 15s, 2 in my first color, 1 in my second color. Then I pick up a slender bugle, and the same 3 round 15s, but in different order, in the opposite order. So first I pick up 1 piece of my second color, and then 2 pieces of my first color. 3, 6, 7 beads. 7 beads on my needle now, 3 round 15s, 1 slender bugle, 3 more round 15s. I bead now through a Miyuki Delica that is in one line with the one that I was exiting. So there are 2 at the top in one line, 2 at the bottom in one line. So I beaded through the Delica at the bottom on the left, and I bead back through the 3 round 15 seed beads. Nothing else, just the 3 round 15 seed beads. Keikata says, drooling is done, but I have not picked my beads. Just stopped working, so I am digging in my stash. Oh, then take a bit of time to like readjust from working. Content switching is can be hard. For me it's hard. For some it's easy. For me it's a bit hard. Gisela is looking today. Dawn is here. Marta, I see you, but no, I see you as Facebook user. And thank you so much, Elena. Elena says, sometimes it is useful to repeat giving the permission process. This is the link. Thank you, Elena. Oh, Joanna is here too. And thank you so much, she says. I just ordered the birthday box. So I'm done with step 3, and I will now add more sparkle. So what I also like about this bezel, not only the unusual shape of the top, but the fact that there are tiny rhinestones included in the top of the bezel. So I pick up a 2.8 millimeter Preciosa Suwon rhinestone, and then the same 3 pieces of round 15s. 1 in the silver color that I'm using, and 2 in the matte silver. Now I am beading through the next Delica. I pull my thread, so this will be the shorter side of the rectangle sitting on top of the cabochon. As you can see, it's basically a rectangle where the long sides of the rectangles are the Miyuki bugles, slender bugles, and the short sides of the rectangles are the 2.8 millimeter Preciosa chatons. The rectangle is like a little table, and the table has 4 legs made of round 15 seed beads, and then the middle is decorated with a bicone, and there are some more seed beads added for more stability. Dawn is asking for the color of my Delicas. It is 1831F. It's matte Duracoat galvanized silver. It is one of my favorite neutrals, Dawn. I really can recommend this. I beaded back through the 3 round 15 seed beads. So now my rectangle, that is the top of the bezel, has 1 long side from the bugle, 1 short side, the Preciosa one, and 3 legs. The leg is always made of 3 pieces of round 15s. And I see you now. Wonderful. So let's go now to step 5, and please let me know if you are beading, that how is it going. In step 5, I'm again building alongside of the rectangle, so I pick up a Miyuki Slender bugle, and I'm adding the 4th leg of the table, so it means picking up 3 pieces of round 15 seed beads, in my case a combination of 2 colors. And then I have the last empty Miyuki Delica here that I am beading through to stabilize the 4th leg of the little table. And then I'm beading back through the 3 pieces of round 15s that I have just picked up. So this is how it looks like at the moment. And Miriam says it is going well. Oh, and Helena just lost something from her cart. And we would like to have them later again, but it will take some time. So I'm sorry if you missed it. These were going super fast. And Jennifer says she's watching and learning. And now it's time to slip in the chaton. So I'm slipping in the chaton when I have 2 long sides and 1 short side of the table, of the rectangle. So this is how I'm doing it. I'm adjusting the slender bugles to sit nicely on the chaton, and I pull everything nice and tight so there is no thread visible. Now in this step, when I slid in the cabochon, this is the fuchsia AB, then I also pick up a 2.8 millimeter Preciosa one to build the last side of the rectangle, and then I bead down through the very first trio of 3 round 15 seed beads that I have added when I started to build the top of the bezel. And then I finish by beading through this Delica under the 3 round 15s. So this is the time when you need to make sure that the chaton is sitting nicely and it is not tilted towards one side. So this is how mine is looking at the moment. The edge of the chaton is sitting nicely on the 4mm fire polished beads, and the middle should be exactly between the slender bugles and between the 2.8mm Preciosa. So once Ariana says it's a bit fiddly, but it works, it will get a lot better, Ariana, and please keep thinking about your tension all the time. It really helps to keep good tension. Robin is asking, will a 7mm chaton work? And Robin, I'm not sure. When you ladies are asking for substitutions, then if it's not an exact match in a way, then it is something that you need to play with on your own, because unfortunately I can't test every possibility. So if you would like to try a 7mm chaton and maybe add less round 15s here, then it is something that you need to try, and I would be super happy if you let us know in the Beading School Club if it worked or not. And Ginny already went ahead and she's saying that hers became very tight. Susie has to go. Have a lovely evening, Susie, and a nice weekend. Thanks for checking in. And this is how it looks like actually at the moment. So we have the little rectangle in the middle from the Slender bugles and the 2.8mm sew-ons and the 3 round 15s on the 4 sides. In step 8, we are adding some decoration around. So I'm exiting this Delica here, and my thread is hanging towards this fire polished, which is in one line with the sew-on, and I pick up a Slender bugle, I pick up a Delica and another Slender bugle, and with these 3 beads on my needle, I bead into the Delica that is above the one that I am exiting, and I continue through fire polished bead, round 11, round 11, fire polished bead, and Delica. And now I'm in position to add the same again. So I pick up the same combination, bugle, Delica, bugle, and I finish by beading through another Delica bead on the edge. So this is how it looks like at the moment, and my motif has now got this elongated shape that I am aiming for. And thank you, Robin, for trying. Please let us know. So this is how it looks like at the moment. We have the structure, but we need to tighten the top rectangle of the bezel to make sure that everything is nice and secure. Eve is asking, are you using a Tulip 11 for this? It's a tight bezel. I could do it with a Tulip 11, thanks for asking, but I had to be very careful when I was doing the last stitches. And what you can do is, I actually like to keep also a Tulip 12 nearby, because when I'm beading through tight places, then I switch to the Tulip 12, so the beads don't get cracked by me pushing the thicker needle. in this step, I bead up through the leg of the table, the 3 round 15s, and then I connect to each other the short and long sides of the rectangle. So I bead through a slender bugle, I bead through the same hole of the rhinestone that I was using before. So the second hole is still open, but don't worry about that. Then I bead through the other bugle. Then again the short side, the Preciosa one, and then the first bugle. So now they are all connected to each other, and this again made your bezel a bit tighter. As you can see, my cabochon is still fiddling around a bit, and don't worry about that. We are still attaching things to make it secure. And I finish this step by beading down through 3 round 15s, and then I bead through the Miyuki Delica under the round 15s. So this is how it looks like at the moment. And now come more seed beads and more sparkle. So this is a little bit trickier step, but try to follow the thread path starting from the dot towards the arrow and break it down into tiny, tiny pieces, and then I'm 100% sure that you will have a beautiful jewel on your bead mat by the end. So my thread is hanging from the Delica towards a bugle, but I'm not beading through the bugle. I pick up first a Miyuki Delica, then a round 15. Now it's time to bead through the second open hole of the 2.8 millimeter rhinestone. So when I pull my thread, then my thread is hanging towards the top of the cabochon, and I pick up, I will fill this space between the two bugles. I pick up a round 15, I pick up a bicone, and I pick up another round 15. I bead through the open hole of the Preciosa one on the other side. So you can see that these 3 beads, the 2 seed beads and the bicone in between, they cover perfectly the distance between the 2 rhinestones. So much sparkle, right? And then to finish off this step, I bead. Actually, I made a mistake. I'm really sorry about that. I started out from the Delica, but in fact, I need to go through around 15 first and then start adding beads in this step. I apologize for the mistake. So I finished the previous step with my thread hanging from the Delica, and I start this one by beading up through 1 round 15 out of the 3. And then I do exactly what I explained before. So I pick up a Delica and the round 15. I bead through the rhinestone, the open hole. This looks better, right? Then I pick up the round 15, bicone, round 15. I bead through the other one rhinestone, and then again I pick up a round 15 and a Delica, and yay, I bead through the round 15, which is next to a Delica, and the Delica itself. So this is how it looks like. And I hope that it is going all right for you. Please let me know if you have any questions. Or just let me know, please, that how is it going. Teresa had her signature box delivered. Oh my god. That's amazing. So, and now going for my second batch of pictures. I can always like put 10. I can upload 10 and then I need to switch to another batch. That's why you saw number 1 a little bit. So now my thread is hanging from the Delica. And Lita says it's not going well for her. Lita, can you please take a picture and post it in the club and specify where is it going wrong so I can look at it later? We will figure it out. So my thread is hanging from the Delica. And I pick up 2 of my first color of the round 15, 1 of my second color, a Preciosa bicone in the 3mm size, and another round 15. Then I bead through the Delica that is sitting in between the bugles, and I bead back through round 15, bicone, and round 15. And to complete this decoration between the bugles, I pick up 2 more round 15s in my first color, and I bead through the Delica bead on the other side, and I bead up through the very first round 15 out of the 3. So this is how it's looking. It should look like at the moment. Okay, Lita says it's a tension problem. And I think this is a motif which, when we are doing the first one, then it's nice to like take it easy and slow, because even if it's like a simple one, but first it's nice to just absorb it a little bit, because it is a bit unusual how we are doing the thread passes and how we are doing the catching the cabochon. So even if it's not working out for the first time, please be kind to yourselves, because I'm sure that we can do it together. So in the next step, I'm actually finishing the decoration of this element. So I pick up a Miyuki Delica and I bead through around 15. I bead through the sparkly, beautiful 2.8mm Suwon rhinestone. I bead through round 15, bicone round 15 in the middle, and also through the Suwon and the round 15 on the other side. And now to complete this, I'm adding a Miyuki Delica. I bead down through around 15. And then I bead through the Miyuki Delica sitting under the round 15 with my thread exiting towards a bugle. Now all I need to do is to complete the decoration in between the two bugle beads. So my thread is hanging from the Delica next to the bugle. The Delica is sitting in between the fire polished beads. I pick up 3 pieces of round 15s, 2 plus 1 in my case, a bicone, and another round 15. With these 5 beads on my needle, I bead through the Delica sitting in between the two bugle beads. Now I turn back and I bead back through round 15 bicone, round 15. And I finish the decoration by picking up 2 more round 15s and beading through the Delica on the other side. So when I pull my thread, then my motif is actually finished, and I have lots of choices how to continue. The PDF tutorial, it actually contains instructions, both the Beader Support Beading School and the Beading School Support Beaders versions. They contain explanations how you can continue with the second, third, fourth, fifth motif without having to add a new thread. So you can do it in one go. Or you can also make it into an earring. You can, if you want to, you can add a drop. You can add a nice ear stud. It's up to you how you would like to finish this. So I hope that you liked this. I will switch now back to my face camera. And please let me know if you have any questions. I know that it is a bit tricky. If you would like to see it again, then of course the recording stays online and you can right away go back to it on Facebook and on YouTube too, and slow it down, stop it, whatever you need. So Lita says she had a shorter length of thread and she couldn't pull. So yeah, I recommend always like starting with a wingspan, and that gives you enough space to make your variations and to pull well. And indeed, as Jackie says, you will get it. You will get it. Everyone will get it. And hi, Louisa. Corinne likes it. I'm super happy, Corinne. Lita is asking if I am concerned about the bicone scratching the chaton. And I have to say I am not, because even if it happens, then the chaton is under the bicone and it should stay there. So even if there would be a scratch on top, it would not be visible. But I hope that it will not happen. Palima is asking for the bag. I think that it's unfortunately gone. I'm really sorry about that, Palima, but I think it went super fast today. But if you like the idea of AB chatons, then I would really recommend staying with the Beading School Academy or signing up for the Beading School Academy for the next theme too, because there will be something beautiful included. Face says cute and sparkly, and Yosin says like. Miriam, it's my pleasure, especially when I see you ladies beading them later. Belinda likes to be challenged. I'm super happy to hear that. Erica is asking, are you going to do a tutorial on the pendant with the blue beading school stone? You mean the golem design cabochon? Thank you, Erica, for specifying. Now I got it. I will do my best, but I don't want to make 100% promise for now, because yeah, that means additional testing, and I'm not yet sure if or when will I have the time. I would love to do it, but I don't want to promise it yet for sure. And Linda is asking if the clasp is available in the stone that I used here. And indeed it is. If you go to the metal findings and you go to clasps and clasp garden clasps, because this is a clasp garden clasp with the 3 stone, I think it's called rectangle with 3 stone, then it is available indeed. It's a super nice German made clasp with sparkly crystals on both sides of the clasp. It's a good one. And Jackie says, you definitely packed a lot of sparkle in that motif, just the way I like it. Jackie, I'm happy to hear. Faye says, the AB chaton bag is available. The cabochon bag is sold out. Thank you, Faye, for specifying. Thank you. And Lita is saying, Erica, you said 36 sparklies, but you only showed us 24. What are the other 12? I'm not sure, Lita, that I was talking about this design when I was talking about all the sparkle. That was, I know what you mean, and that was a different one. That was a different one, which for now did not work out, I have to say. There might be a tutorial in the Bead magazine coming next month, and I wanted to put it there, but the 36 sparklies did not work out. At the end, there will be less sparklies, but lots of sparklies. It's a nice one, but I can't show it for now. And Donna is asking, do you know the size of the beading school cabochon? I can actually check it if I have a... Yeah, I have here a cabochon. I have here a measure. So it's a bit more than 3.5 centimeters. It's a nice one. So Elena is asking, my husband asks if this is the spring calendar. Not spring calendar, but I think birthdays are just as fun as Advent. So, lovelies, do you have any questions left? Apparently we still have the AB chaton bags. If someone would like to have one. Corinne says, Erica, you have pants on, huh? Yes, I do. 2 minutes before the video, I did not have yet, but now I do. Yeah, nice ones, not yoga pants today. So, thank you so much, lovelies, for beading today together and for your enthusiasm and creativity that you bring. And we are really looking forward to meeting you tomorrow during a very special lunch break Zoom meeting when you can visit the Beading School treasury and meet the team, meet Andrea and Timmy and Bea and Edina and Henny, and also Susie will join. Please note, I apologize, there was a mistake. So it's not 7 p.m. Central European Time tomorrow, but 5 p.m. Central European Time tomorrow for the treasury visit. It is the same time as no one has to be alone, and as coffee time with Erica tomorrow. So we are really looking forward to meeting you. On Sunday, there is also a storytelling night. So Sunday is 7 p.m. That means 2 hours later than today. And the storytelling night is available, is a treat to our fuchsia and turquoise level Beading School Academy students. And tomorrow, the treasury visit at 5 p.m. and it is for all the Academy members and all Beading School Club members. So I hope that many, many, many of you will join us, and we are really, really looking forward. And if you don't have more questions, then I would like to wish you a nice rest of the day, lots of creativity, and a beautiful, peaceful weekend. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.